Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? I wish you selamat pagi dan selamat datang di Jakarta. That is our common greeting, which means good morning, welcome to Jakarta. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Zelva Winanda. You can call me Zelva for simple. It is my pleasure to be your guide today. Ladies and gentlemen, our tour program for today is visiting the Museum of National Awakening, and also usually people call as Museum Kebangkitan Nasional. From now, I hope you will enjoy this tour. Alright guys, finally you arrived safely on the Museum of National Awakening. Although this museum is not very well known thing to do in Jakarta, but trust me, it is worth to visiting because the story of the building is so very helpful to all of you to understanding the life in Indonesia during colonial times. So, are you curious about what's more inside the museum? Let's go to check it out.
Museum Kebangkitan Nasional is a history museum in Jakarta, Indonesia. The museum is dedicated for the history of Indonesian national awakening. The building of the museum was constructed from 1899 to 1901. In March 1902, the building was officially opened under the name of Stovia, School Taught Opleiding van Inlandse Artsen. The Stovia is the colonial medicine school for the Javanese and other native people. The Stovia is famous in Indonesian history because it is the birthplace of Budi Utomo, the first Indonesian political movement. Due to the building relation with the birth of Budi Utomo on May 20, 1908, whose they are officially Day of National Awakening since 1948, the building was restored by the government of Jakarta on April 1973. The building was officially made a heritage building by then President Suharto on May 20, 1974, under the name of Gedung Kebangkitan Nasional. Because of it, the day of creation May 20 is officially commemorated every year in the country.
The collections held in a museum includes items with historical values in the form of photographs, replicas, paintings, dioramas, models, and rare items related to the history of Indonesian struggle. The systematic arrangement of the collection rooms according to the struggle periods as follows: 1. Introduction room, 2. Pre-national movement room, 3. National awareness room, and the last room is National Movement Room. And also, the other room that all of you can visit and enjoy in this museum is like Propaganda Room of Study Fonts, Memorial Room to Budi Utomo, and Pers Room. Let's go to check one by one. For the first room is the Introduction Room. This room will allow visitors can meet the history of the Nusantara that have been colonized by the Western peoples such as England, Portugal, and Netherlands. And also, this room will also describe the timings of early colonialists to the regional resistance. The second room is Pre-National Movement Room. This room will show you many dioramas which have been so detailed, like generate the situations in the past. The interior dioramas describing the process of learning, teaching in Stovia, and many more. Through the dioramas, in here, the visitors can understand both the ethical and the written politics of the colonial government. And the next room is National Awareness Room. In this room, we'll show you the medical equipment, the dining table of Stovia students, and many items that related to the history of growing national and national consciousness in Indonesian society. Then also, in this room, we'll show you the dioramas of R.R. Kartini while teaching for her students. The next room is National Movement Room. Inside this room, every visitor will treated to the national image movement, starting from the beginning of creation, the various national organizations in Indonesia, such as Budi Utomo, Muhammadiyah, Indonesia Partij, and many more. The next room is Propaganda of Study Funds Room. Inside this room, there was visualized where the time of Dr. Wahidin Sudirosodo was talking about study funds. Study funds is a kind of scholarship that aim to poor people who need access to education. And also, the collections in this room, among other things like the paintings of Dr. Wahidin travels, a statue of Dr. Wahidin, and many more. And now, we go to Memorial Room of Budi Utomo. This room became the most historic place among other things, because at that time, Sutomo and his friends was established the cultural organizations on May 20, 1908. The collections in this room, among other things, like a photo activity of Stovia students, a human skeleton being used by Stovia students for practice, and many more. The last room is Pairs Room. This room will describing you a pair's travel struggle in Indonesia. The collections in this room includes the character pairs, a series of vandal, printing press, and many more. In addition to the 7 halls, the visitors have been able to visit 4 rooms with a remarkable history of developmental medicine called Stovia 1 until 4 room. For the first room is room 1. Room 1 is called Change, which contains a traditional tools of medicine such as a rolling pen, a bottle, or a medicine cabinet, etc. Next, we go to the room 2. Room 2 is called the birth of modern doctor's education, which stores some medical tools like head-broken device, an electrical or a cardiac arrest device, booster, etc. And next is room 3. Room 3 is called increasing and growing, with some collection of x-rays, medical equipment, and surgeon appliances. Next is the room 4. Room 4 is named for more than just inland arts. It has a collection of medical equipment, and there was also room that Stovia lecturer used during recess and discussed about the learning activities. For some additionals that everyone wants to visit directly to this museum, the museum opened from Tuesday until Sunday with the detail of the time below. And for the entrance fee is cheap. For adult, only 2,000, and for the kids, it's 1,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all about our program tour for today. Thank you so much for your attention and participation, everyone. I hope everyone in here can enjoy and have fun to visit this museum. And also, I want to give you a note that if everyone interested about the history of Indonesia, especially the history of Indonesia National Awakening, you should visit this museum. Trust me, it is worth visiting, because this museum can give you all of information that you can need. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go to visit this Museum of National Awakening in Jakarta. So, that's all from me as your tour guide today. Thank you and see you on the next tour, and have a nice day.
Alamat di Jalan Abdul Rahman Saleh nomor 26 Jakarta Pusat ini adalah sebuah gedung yang dibangun sebagai monumen tempat lahir dan berkembangnya kesadaran nasional dan organisasi pergerakan modern pertama kali dengan nama Budi Utomo didirikan. Sebelum menjadi museum, bangunan ini dahulunya adalah sekolah kedokteran yang didirikan oleh Belanda dengan nama School tot Opleiding van Inlandse Artsen atau disingkat Stovia. Jadi Stovia ini adalah sekolah dokter Bumi Putra yang didirikan oleh Belanda. Nusantara ini banyak bercerita tentang kekayaan Indonesia akan rempah-rempah, sehingga menarik minat dari bangsa Portugis dan bangsa Belanda untuk berdagang dan akhirnya memonopoli perdagangan rempah-rempah di Indonesia. Oke, jadi setelah VOC mengalami kebangkrutan dan diambil alih seluruh asetnya oleh pemerintahan Belanda, maka dimulailah zaman pemerintahan Hindia Belanda pada saat itu, dan ini adalah lambang dari Hindia Belanda. Dan di sini ada tulisannya J. Maintendrai. Ini artinya adalah saya akan terus berkuasa. Di dalam museum ini, kita juga dapat melihat suasana proses belajar mengajar di Stovia pada zaman dahulu. Dan kalau kita perhatikan, pakaian dari siswa-siswa pada saat itu sudah tergolong modern kan? Nah, itu merupakan simbol bahwa golongan pelajar Bumi Putra saat itu telah sejajar dengan bangsa Belanda. Kita juga dapat melihat perlengkapan-perlengkapan kesehatan yang digunakan pada zaman dahulu. Pada ruangan ini, di tanggal 20 Mei 1908, lahirlah organisasi Budi Utomo. Dengan berdirinya Budi Utomo, menjadi awal pergerakan Indonesia untuk menuju kemerdekaannya. Di museum ini, kita juga dapat melihat suasana asrama di Stovia, lengkap dengan tempat tidur dan lemari yang asli loh teman-teman. Di museum ini, kita juga dapat melihat ruang memorial untuk organisasi Budi Utomo. Dengan berdirinya Budi Utomo, menjadi awal pergerakan Indonesia untuk menuju kemerdekaannya. Selain itu, museum ini juga bercerita mengenai politik etis atau politik balas budi, yang mana berpengaruh pada bidang pengajaran dan pendidikan di Hindia Belanda saat itu. Dan oleh karena itu, lahirlah golongan pelajar di masyarakat yang menyebabkan bergesernya perjuangan bangsa Indonesia dalam memperoleh kemerdekaan saat itu, yang awalnya hanya melalui perjuangan fisik, menjadi perjuangan dengan ide-ide, gagasan-gagasan, dan pemikiran-pemikiran. Selain itu, gedung ini juga merupakan saksi lahirnya organisasi-organisasi pergerakan kebangsaan lainnya, seperti Trikoro Darmo atau Yong Yava, Yong Minahasa, dan Yong Ambon. Serta di gedung ini jugalah beberapa tokoh pergerakan seperti Ki Hajar Dewantara, Cipto Mangunkusumo, dan R. Sutomo pernah menimba ilmu. Oke, setelah kita puas jalan-jalan ke Museum Kebangkitan Nasional, akhirnya kita harus pulang dulu nih. Jangan lupa di like videonya dan subscribe channel Jelajah Negerinya ya teman-teman. Dan tetap tungguin video-video Jelajah Negeri lainnya yang pasti gak kalah seru. Salam Nusantara.